In over 30 years of working with couples, I've seen time and again that there are always two sides to a story. I can't think of a time when one partner came into a session admitting, "It's all my fault. I'm a terrible, uncaring lout, and I'm the sole reason we're having trouble." Stop thinking that your job is to show your partner the proverbial light, the truth, or the reality. Instead, start recognizing that there are two lights, two truths, and yes, two realities. I can hear you now. What are you saying? I should excuse my husband's rotten, obnoxious behavior? No, not excuse it, but you will need to understand it. Just as your obnoxious husband might need to understand why you're less than receptive to his romantic overtures. From this point on, don't judge your partner's behavior by what you see or feel. Try instead to recognize that what motivates and drives destructive behavior is the instinctual attempt to gain control. Another way of saying this is that you need to know that your partner, for whatever reason, is feeling out of control and just doing what comes naturally, defensively trying to survive. I'm reminded of a TV set we had when I was a child. It had a 2-inch screen. This was an early 1950s vintage set, with a 4-inch magnifying glass. Although the magnifying glass gave you a more expansive view, it also distorted the images. This is what happens with defensiveness. You may think you're seeing the bigger, clearer picture, when in fact what you're seeing isn't accurate. It's a distorted view. Only by removing defensiveness, which like my TV has a magnifying and distorting effect on your problems, can you begin to start seeing the real picture. At first you may be squinting to see what's going on, but in time, without distortion, you'll move up to a 60-inch widescreen view of what needs to be done. Why is change so hard? Newton's first law of motion states that objects at rest tend to stay at rest, and objects in motion tend to stay in motion. In other words, objects and people tend to keep on doing what they're doing. The tendency to resist change or inertia is completely natural. Since you're in a struggling relationship, no one has to tell you the meaning of the word stuck. Being stuck is having relationship inertia. Let's cut to the chase. This is a book about change, about overcoming your relationship inertia with or without your partner's help. There are many reasons why people change. I'm sure you've known people who have lost weight, stopped smoking, started exercising, and become better partners. People who have actually changed. I'm equally sure you know people who have plodded along in endless ruts of, "I just can't lose weight. I don't follow through on my exercise." Or, "My wife and I haven't had sex in 5 years. For over 30 years, it's been my job to figure out why some relationships thrive and become lifelong successes while others are filled with personal unhappiness, inadequate communication, faulty perceptions, and broken hearts. Why do some people manage to change while others don't? What's the secret?" The secret is that there is no secret. But as with any riddle, if you can't see the solution, can't understand it or employ it, it might as well be a secret. If you're about to become the catalyst for change in your relationship, you're going to have to answer this riddle. I'm going to show you how to do that by teaching you why people change, what specifically in your relationship has to be changed, and how you can use coaching to achieve change. Understand these 3 components of change, the why, what, and how, and you'll be in a position to do some serious coaching. The what and the how of changing your relationship will be dealt with extensively in upcoming chapters. For now, I'll begin your catalytic self-coaching education by introducing you to why people change.